Welcome to my craft show. We're on location today at Belvedere Castle in the center of Central Park. I always thought this castle would make the ultimate New York City apartment, or a great place like for a wedding reception or a big party. But today, it's just providing a beautiful backdrop for a segment of my craft show. Unfortunately, due to budget cuts, the opening shot of me hanging out of the top window wearing my damsel in distress outfit had to be scrapped. Oh, and let me explain to you what happened to the opening credits for my show. Someone borrowed them. I gave someone a tape that featured several segments of my craft show, and it also included the original video for the opening credits. And I was unable to get that tape back in time for today's show, so my first instinct was to redo the opening credits. But that's easier said than done. So I decided just to skip it for today. So that's why I didn't have my normal opening credits. You know, I always thought it'd be fun to have a live audience for my craft show, but the problem was there was never any place to put them until today. Right across here, there's this neat amphitheater where they have this Shakespeare in the Park stuff in the summer. And this would be a perfect spot for my studio audience. So I sent invitations out to all my friends and fans, inviting them to join us here today and see my craft show being taped live. And I must say, I'm a bit surprised at the response. When I first came to New York many years ago, this castle was all closed up and they had graffiti all over it and it wasn't very nice. But in the past couple of years, it's been totally renovated and it's open to the public and you can go inside it and up these little stairways and go to different levels. And there's also like a learning center in there for kids. So it's really neat, so you should check it out some Sunday afternoon. So that's my commercial for Belvedere Castle. I don't get paid for this, but it's a nice place to visit. Before we go any further, let me show you my jacket. I see a lot of these jackets in New York, and most of them have, like, you know, the name of their Broadway show on or whatever. Mine has the name of the grain elevator back in my hometown of Portland, North Dakota. And actually, a friend of mine has a sister who works at this grain elevator, and she gave this jacket to him, but he has standards and wouldn't wear it, so he gave it to me. Brady Bunch contest fever is sweeping New York. Response to my contest has really been great, much better than the Twin Peaks contest. And of course I was worried, you know, that the response wouldn't be very good. And the first person I showed a preview of the tape to said that the contest seemed a little idiosyncratic. I didn't know what that word meant either, but after I looked it up, I learned that it meant pertaining only to a small group of people. Well, he was wrong. I don't know what the opposite of idiosyncratic would be, but I got a lot of responses. And I'm about to announce the first winner. I decided the winners get to have airtime here on my craft show. And I'm excited to announce the first winner. I'm very proud to announce that the first winner in the My Craft Show Brady Bunch contest and recipient of airtime here on my show goes to Miss Catherine Carnella from New York, New York.
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is so unexpected. Oh, I'd like to thank all the little people who helped make this possible. I'd like to thank all the Bradys for their kind cooperation in my life. And I'd like to thank Sherwood Schwartz, the creator of the Brady Bunch, who helped me see my own vision of the Brady Bunch through his eyes. And, oh, and I have to thank Mark Heskin for having me on his show, which is like the epitome of my whole year's existence in New York has been leading up to this moment. Oh my goodness, what can I say? The Brady Bunch has meant so much in my life. In fact, the only show that ever meant any more to me than the Brady Bunch did was another show called Dark Shadows. Collinwood, in the year 1990. Here, one man is experiencing a night without sleep. That man is Barnabas Collins, vampire. And tonight, he and Dr. Julia Hoffman, sex symbol, will experience a man unlike any they have ever seen. Oh, Josette, after 200 years, my heart still pounds with love for you. And sad to think that all I have left of our great love is just this cheap music box. Barnabas! Barnabas! I... Julia, you startled me. Here in this dark, your eyeshadow makes you look like Agnes Moorehead. I am not wearing eyeshadow, Barnabas. Oh, I guess it's your bone structure. Well, what's wrong? Barnabas, I can't. You can't what? I cannot see the teleprompter. Oh, thank you, Mr. Curtis. Barnabas, you would not believe what just happened, Barnabas. All right, slow down, breathe so I can understand you, and tell me what happened. Oh, Barnabas, I was walking along in the old house to Collinwood, and suddenly I saw this strange man with brown hair and blue eyes with a video camera coming this way. What are we going to do? Well, I don't know. Does he have big blood vessels? Much bigger than mine, I'm afraid. But Barnabas, you don't know who he is. All right, I give up. Who is he? Barnabas, he's Mark Heskin. Who? Mark Heskin. Mark Heskin? No, Barnabas, you know I cannot pronounce my H's and I pop my consonants. It is Mark Heskin. Mark Heskin? Of my craft show? Yes, Barnabas.
It was such a pleasure to meet Catherine. We had so much in common. I'm also a big fan of Dark Shadows. Recently, the fans of the new Dark Shadows show held a little demonstration outside NBC studios in New York to urge the network to renew the series for a second season. Catherine and I were both there, and my craft show covered the event. Well, Catherine and I are here outside NBC to show our support for Dark Shadows. It's pretty exciting, isn't it?
It's really great. It's really great. It's a big crowd, and everybody's really into it, including us, of course. And I hope it does some good.
We may point out that even though our viewers didn't show up for the rally, they can still write letters to NBC in support of Dark Shadows.
Exactly. To Brandon Tartikoff, NBC, 30 Rock Color Class, New York, New York.
Great. Well, you better get back on the line. You can close the Catherine also had a video of another TV show that I used to live for when I was a young boy. It brings back such memories watching it.
I have a strange feeling that we have met before. That I have heard your voice before. Is that possible?
It's possible. Yes, everything is possible tonight.
Everything is different. Everything
man who played Prince Charming is now on General Hospital. He plays Alan Quartermain. And remember a couple weeks ago on my show, I showed you my scrapbook of pictures of me and celebrities, mainly soap opera stars? I don't know if you remember, but in that book, there was a picture of me and Prince Charming. As a small boy in North Dakota watching that show, if someone had told me that one day I would meet Prince Charming, I would have found it a bit hard to believe. I'd like to now share with you another thing about Catherine. Listen to her phone message. It's very creative.
Hi, and thanks for calling 219-0861.
Hello?
I'm afraid none of the
I'm
tapes
home.
into the phone right now.
Just let the
if
tape
you
play.
would, please leave your telephone
Don't hang
number,
up.
your name, the time of day that you called, and who you're calling for at the tone. And one of us will be glad to...
Oh, hi. Hello? Oh, look, I'm just trying to fool you. Nobody really is home right now. But if you leave your name and number on the phone, one of us will be glad to call you back just as soon as we can.
Just a minute.
So listen, have a really great day, okay?
Okay.
I thought that was really cute. But I guess the award for the most creative telephone messages would have to go to the next winners in my Brady Bunch contest, Bill and Judy. Take a look at them.
Hi, I'm Judy.
I'm Bill. We're proud winners in My Craft Show's Brady Bunch contest.
All right. We're very excited, and so what we've put together for you for our award-winning airtime is our answering machine messages, which we do.
But we put them on video so that they might be a little bit boring if we just played the tape for you. Not much to look at, right? So what we did is we put them on video.
Visualize them for you, so to speak.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit more interesting. And the first two that we have are messages that we did for holidays, the Christmas, Hanukkah holiday season, and we hope you like them as much as we do. Oh, the holiday season's with us,
That's Hanukkah.
and Christmas.
But Bill and Judy aren't home.
So leave your name and your phone at the tone.
Hear that ring?
Are you listening?
Bill and Judy.
Oh, you missed them. But don't go away, we're happy to say you can leave a message at the tone.
So we're not always doing musical ones. Sometimes we do talking ones. And the next one you're going to see is one that's actually a spoof of a television commercial. I'm sure you'll recognize it. I called Bill and Judy, but no one was home. I didn't know what to do. So I called Citibank.
I told her she had nothing to worry about. I instructed her to simply redial the number, but this time leave her name and telephone number at the tone, and someone would get back to her.
What a relief. Thanks to Citibank, my message came through loud and clear.
The next one that we're going to do, well, I guess I should explain that we're pretty happy people for the most part, but sometimes late at night when we're ready to go to bed and we feel that we must change the message because we've been criticized for having it on for far too long,
We have disagreements.
yeah, and we fight. And the bottom line is we can't think of anything funny. Oh, we can't think of anything funny. No wit or humor, not punny. But we're pleased that you called. Happy you called. Glad you called.
That's a few of the ones that we've done on our answering machine, but we have a special surprise for Mark.
Hold that camera still, Mark.
Here it is.
This is not rehearsed. We have a little prop for you here, which we've been hiding under the coffee table. This little My Craft Show bear.
Welcome to our home.
We call him RB. But anyway, we have a suggestion for you to put on your answering machine message, and it goes something like this: Mark and My Craft Show, airing every Sunday morn. Mark and My Craft Show, Channel 17, New York.
What do you think?
Pretty corny, huh?
That was fun.
Whoa! Well,
That was great.
that was
What, is it over yet?
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks, it was a lot of fun.
Thanks, Mark.
It was a lot of fun. That's good.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for being on.
Thank
Can
you.
I speak to you for a moment?
Oh.
Hey, sorry.
Okay.
I'll clean up.
Once again, Bill, you and Judy really did a great job on my show. and I
Oh,
wanna
thanks,
thank you
Mark.
for being on.
We really enjoyed it.
Oh,
A whole
thanks.
lot.
First of all, there's just a little business we have to take care of. My lawyers insisted that I have all my contest winners sign this release form.
My
Now,
God.
Judy signed hers earlier, but you weren't around, so if you could just look this over.
Mark.
Oh, it's just a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. It's just a standard thing we have to go through. Oh, for instance, this part here says that you're not allowed to leak any information to the National Enquirer about me or your experiences on my show today.
Boy, do I have things to tell. Like, mum's the word. Okay. What about?
This says that I am allowed to show like embarrassing outtakes of you and Judy and saying mean things about you if I feel like
And
it.
Judy signed yes to that?
I do that to all my guests that are on my show. Oh no, this is very important. In this part, you're stating that you've never appeared on TV or won any contest ever before. You haven't, have you?
Be okay. We have plenty of time left here. Bill, it's your turn. Okay. Go 5,000. Go. Come on.
No. I've never been on TV or won any types of contests before, Mark.
That's great. You know, you'd be surprised. Like, I watch a lot of TV, and I watch game shows, and you'd be surprised how many people I see go, like, from one game show to the next.
No.
Entering every contest they can get their grubby little hands on.
They're disgusting.
I get so tired of
Yes. No. I'm normal Joe every day. Never been on TV. This was a treat for me. This was special
I bet.
for me.
Yeah, I just want to tell those other people, go out and get a life, you know, get a real job.
Yeah.
He might do it. He did it. Okay. I like an M. Give him an M. $5,400. Bill, go ahead.
The most beautiful girl in the world.
Yep, that's good. Are you sure you got that right?
Another thing I wanted to ask you, you know, I'm really into interior decoration, and I know you don't earn that much money, yet the furnishings in this apartment are outstanding.
Thank you.
For instance, this cabinet, or what do you
Yeah.
call
It's
it?
an armoire.
And this is a wing chair.
Chippendale wing chair.
Where'd you get this?
Where did I get the furniture?
Of over 30, just about 3,100.
For $400, the beige wing chair.
Okay, you have 2683.
Okay. For $23.60, the French armoire.
Actually, 2380 is the price.
$23.80,
That's
sorry.
okay. That leaves 303.
Mark, what is this with this interrogation? I signed the paper.
All right, well, I'll see that my lawyers get this. It seems to be all taken care of.
Okay.
And once again, I'm glad to have you on the show.
Oh, so we're done then, right?
It's been a real thrill.
It was
being
a
on
thrill.
TV for your first time.
It was a thrill, and I really appreciate it.
All right,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna go talk to Judy. Bye.
Okay, thanks, Mark.
The prices of the prizes were furnished to the contestants prior to the show and have been rounded off to the nearest dollar. Gift certificates do not include sales tax. Wheel of Fortune is produced by Merv Griffin Enterprises, distributed by King World.
My friend David Shaw is producing a new play out in California called Under the Sycamore Tree. It's about a bunch of ants. He wanted a special gift to give to each of the cast and crew members, so he commissioned me to make these ants. I'd made bumblebees before, but I'd never made an ant, but they were a lot of fun. Several of them are personalized to look like certain characters in the play. These ants are expensive if you buy them individually, but they're pretty cheap if you buy a whole colony. I put the name of the play under each of the ants. I wonder if I'll be hearing from the producer of Advice from a Caterpillar. here at Don't Tell Mamas on West 46th Street at the opening night of Selima Sherrill's big show. And unfortunately, Selima's out busy, and so I couldn't get an interview with her. But look who I have with me here, Stu Ever. I'm a big fan of yours, Stu. And you did a great job in the show tonight. And for those of you that haven't seen the show, Stu does a lot of poetry, and I got to see Stu do poetry live. Do you write your own poetry?
Yes, I do.
I always wondered that.
It's from the unconscious. I just do it very quickly, just a couple of minutes. Let's see whatever flows and what I write.
Well, it came across very good.
Thank you.
I'm very impressed. And I've been, like I said, I've been a fan of yours for a long time. This is a big thrill, and I'm sure it's a big thrill for my fans of my craft show to see Stu on my show too. So thanks a lot for being on.
Thank you.
Good luck with the show.
Okay, appreciate it.
Those of you who've been watching my show know that I'm originally from North Dakota. Recently, North Dakota was trying to come up with a new slogan to put on their license plates. Several slogans were suggested, but there was one that I found particularly interesting. As we end today's show, I'd like to share with you a favorite song of mine that preaches a philosophy that I always try to live by. So this has been Mark Heskin, and this is my craft show. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.
Autumn turns to winter, and then winter turns to spring. It's not just the season, you know it goes for everything.
It's even true for voices when boys begin to grow. You gotta take a lesson from Mother Nature, and if you do, you'll know.
When it's time to change, then it's time to change. Don't fight the tide, come along for the ride, don't you see? When it's time to change, you've got to rearrange who you are into what you're gonna be. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na. Day by day, it's hard to see the changes you've been through. A little bit of living, a little bit of growing, all adds up to you. Every boy's a man inside.
A girl's a woman too. And if you want to reach your destiny, here's what you've got to do.
Hi, we're Frank and Rose Borelli, parents of Bill Borelli. This is the clock that Bill won on Wheel of Fortune. We're very fortunate to have it, and we do enjoy it in our living room.
And we're proud of Bill.